Hello, God bless you. God bless you. My name is Pastor Lawrence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is King's Covenant Cathedral. From the very documentary you have seen most of the time when we came from Railway in King's Highway Christian Church, when our church was demolished, this is the first place where we came. As you can see, this is the tent that we started as a church. But we are believing God for the greatness. For the few days away, we have been talking about the cross and also the wilderness. The cross is equals to the crown, and the wilderness is equals to the Canaan land. That is the difference between the same, and the Lord will bless your life. This is King's Covenant Cathedral, where we are right now, and I believe that the Lord is going to give you the grace to understand and know what is exactly is happening as per now. This is what exactly is happening because God is giving us the grace today by the grace of God. So come with me. I'll be able to tell you more about this place. We came here when this place was not the way it is on the other end. If you look at the place on the highways where we are right now, it's a very busy highway. This is the main highway that is serving east and central and actually southern part of Sudan and even north part of Africa. Because you go to that, you go to Sudan and you go to Congo, you go to Rwanda. But now this is from the very place where we came from. This is now what we call the King's Covenant Cathedral. This is a home of where the Lord has been faithful to us. He has given us a grace that we are standing here today. Now, as you can look at that place, it is where we are having the cross, the cathedral where we're having, and then the Lord is helping us to do what we are supposed to be doing around this place. Now, when we look at this place, it is a journey. That is a journey that began many years ago, as I said, and this journey has been notwithstanding the greatest and hardest part of life. It has been a journey that is so painful because at one time that when we started the church at the highway, it was demolished what we had invested for 10 years. We, in one day, a Monday morning, it was brought down without our knowledge. And it was a painful moment for all of us as we can. But we never knew that bearing that cross of shame when our church was demolished, we did not know that the Lord has his own time and his personal time. He will be able to have an opportunity to give us the grace of honor on having this kind of a cathedral right here. We are situated right here in the highway of Nairobi Nakuru highway. As you can see right now, that is a main highway that is plying through all the borders of this time, Sirare, Busia, Malaba, Southern Sudan, and many other places, Congo, Rwanda, and many other places. Now, I was talking about one thing that I call the wilderness and the cross. One of the greatest things that every human being in the face of the earth fears most, and even all of us we fear, is what we call the cross. The cross is the most painful thing that one can ever bear. The Bible says Jesus at the land of Golgotha, and yes, it was there in the Golgotha, the Bible says, and Jesus by his own design, the Bible says he prayed and asked the Lord himself, can you take away the cup? When he said that you can take away the cup from us, and Jesus said, but let your will be done. Now, the cross is the most dangerous and very inhabitable place for every individual in life. So when the cross is around a man's life, the cross carries mockery, it carries rejection, it carries betrayal. A cross can take you to a place where even friends can withdraw. Actually, if you read the Bible carefully, the Bible says, and Jesus, when he was at the cross, even his own 12 disciples, none of them was there except John and Peter, who just endured. But even Peter left after a time. The Bible says after Peter left, it only remained John at that cross. Now, in the cross, there is a crown. But see, now we don't understand about the crown. You know, when our church was demolished, we never knew at one time that the Lord, by his own design, He will be able to give us the grace to have what we're having today and what we are doing. Now, enduring the wilderness. The Bible says in Deuteronomy chapter number 8, from verse number 2, I, the Lord thy God, make you to wander through the wilderness for 40 years. Moses was in the wilderness. Jesus was in the cross. There are two things. The cross and the wilderness are two things that significantly happens to a man. If you endure the cross, the Bible says, you shall be given the name above all other names. In other words, you shall be honored. But you know, it is one of the most difficult times to endure that cross. It becomes very dangerous and very difficult for anybody to endure that particular cross. It is not easy. It is not easy, and it never happened easy as it's supposed to have been. But I pray that God is going to give us the grace and the power and opportunity that we shall be able to endure the cross. Now, this is what David said in the book of Psalms, chapter number 22, from verse number 6. They say, people snare at me and they mock me and ask me, where is about your God? The cross is a place of mockery. That's why even the two thieves on the cross, one of them who was on the left side, he mocked Jesus Christ and said, if you are truly a son of God, can't you be able to take us out of this place? That's what the Bible says. If you are truly a son of God, can you be able to take us out of this place? And the Bible says one of the thieves who was in the right hand of the Lord, he says, we are the criminals, but this man is not the criminal. And now in the cross, even the criminals themselves will make sure they make a mockery over you. Even in the cross, even the criminals will make mockery over your life. May God give you grace that you may migrate from the same. Now, this is what we are doing. King's Covenant Cathedral is coming up by the grace of God, and we are believing by the end of the day that God himself has decided to honor his work where he brought us. We came out of our father's house, and he said, come out of your father's house, go to the land that I will show you, and the Lord will bless. Shalom. We are going to have the grace, and then we are going to have more time, and as we can communicate, look at my numbers and communication that we have, we shall be able to communicate more, and the Lord will bless you. My name is Pastor Lawrence, King's Covenant Cathedral, Nakuru, Kenya. We are located right there in the last roundabout of Nakuru Nairobi highway, on your way to Eldoret, the last roundabout. And also, as you're going to entering the first gate of Nakuru, is a place where we are located. We can be able to see us on the left side of the place. That's where we are. You can be able to join us anytime at any moment, and the Lord will bless you. Shalom. God bless you so much. Thank you.